Ooh, welcome back, folks. This is Trufflez, and we're here with another episode of the Survival Series. So we are still doing this thing. It's episode 15 already. That's I would say a pretty big milestone. It's definitely a lot farther than I got with the previous series. So anyway, last episode we put together this mini farm. It works pretty well, although we don't have enough bone meal to fully support it. And that's pretty much it. So we didn't really do a whole lot last time just because of time constraints, and this time is no different. We won't have a whole lot of time to make this episode, so we're gonna have to think of something quick. So I was thinking of going into the Nether and looking at some of our new biomes. Another thing we're gonna have to do at some point is get a stable source of bone meal for our farms. So let's just go around and see what we have to work with so far. So let's see. You can compost leaves. That's a pretty good source. Although, if you break too many leaves, you can't repopulate the tree farm. We've got wheat, of course, and that'll help our farm a little bit. We can use any excess seeds from this farm or our new mini farm to make more bone meal. Now, this farm we could potentially use as our main bone meal source. Only problem is the efficiency is pretty crap. So if we do expand it, we're going to need a lot more resources like iron to make these pistons. This thing's just a really terrible design, honestly. I wonder if you can compost nether wart. Let me just grab some nether wart here. Here we go. And run over to our nearest composter. All right, let's try this compost system out. Let's see, I got some nether wart on me. Oh, hey, it works. Wait, so you can... Wait, is it giving us bone meal? Yeah, that's pretty good. We have a lot of nether wart, and we're not using a whole lot. So, yeah, only problem with nether wart is you have to harvest it manually. So that's that. So let's see. I'm actually going to go in here and grab a bunch of this nether wart and just see how... I'll just fill up my inventory. How about that? I'll just see how much bone meal this gives us. So we'll just load that in here. That's, let's see, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 stacks of nether wart. Ooh, that is going to take some time. So you know what? I'm going to let this thing run, and we'll see what happens. And, like, I think it's going to take probably 20, 30 minutes to get this thing emptied out all the way. I'm going to park my horse here real quick. There we go. And I'm going to do a harvest and a replant of our nether wart farm. Just see how long that takes to do. And I think that is it, except there's going to be some straggling little bits of nether wart down here. All right, so it looks like we got about 2 stacks off the ground there, which is actually pretty significant. So you get like 27 stacks plus 5, whatever that is, 4 actually, and a little bit, plus however many it takes to replant. So let's replant the farm and see how many that takes up. So in the interest of time, I only replanted about half the farm here. So let's see, I took out 10 stacks and we got 4 stacks remaining. So, you know, it takes about 6 stacks, I would say, to replant because some of the stacks weren't full stacks. So that's something to note. Let's go back over and see how much bone meal we got. We got 2 stacks and I think it's done. Huh, that's concerning. So basically what that means is whenever we harvest and replant, we get 20, I want to say 18 something stacks, something like that, maybe a little bit less from the entire nether wart farm. However, when we put 20 stacks into here, which I'm just going to, oh, my horse is left. Okay, if we empty out the whole nether wart farm, dump it through our system here, we're only going to get about probably 1.5 stacks of bone meal from that, which is really not good. You burn through an entire stack of bone meal in a mini farm very quickly. So that's a bust. I guess I'll figure out another method for getting bone meal fast. Wait a second, can you not go through another portal on a horse? Can the horse go through by itself? Yeah, okay, that goes through. And we can go through... Okay, that's weird. Wait a second. I just had an idea. can you compost bamboo? Because I know we can get a ridiculous amount of bamboo. No, you cannot. Well, that sucks. Hold on a second. I'm starting to have doubts about using composters as a source of bone meal because, let's see, it takes 3 bone meal to grow 1 wheat. And it takes on average, I think it's somewhere between 10 and 15 wheat. Yeah, it takes 10 wheat on average to fill a composter. And you get 1 bone meal from that. So you need 3 bone meal to make 1 wheat and 10 wheat to make 1 bone meal. So using wheat to make wheat is not going to work, obviously. We could do natural, like just let these things grow naturally, sugarcane that is. It has the same chances of filling the composter, maybe 14, I think. It takes on average 14 sugarcane to fill a composter. But if we do the math and you have like 9 of these things, you divide that by 14, what you end up with is essentially not an entire stack of bone meal from, 1 row of sugarcane. So that also sucks. It's starting to honestly sound like you can get more bone meal out of bones than anything else, which, sounds kind of funny, but it kind of makes sense. And what better way to make bones than with a hostile mob spawner? Unfortunately, I did not want to make a hostile mob spawner. I mean, even getting one like half built, I'm going to have to take 3 episodes to make one at this rate. So I guess we're just going to have to kind of try to ignore our bone situation and just make as much bone meal as we can now. And later, we'll figure out just how to fix our bone meal problem. Sure, that's good enough. But, failure is a learning experience, and we figured out that we basically have to hold off on the whole composting as a bone meal source thing for now. So basically, bone meal is going to be a non-renewable resource for now until we figure out a better solution later. So let's move on to the next problem, shall we? Besides having a bunch of mob spawning in our... Actually, that's pretty relevant. Our problem right now is this place is not lit up well enough. So we're going to put some lights in this friggin' ceiling, and yeah, there's nothing more to say than that. I gotta be kind of careful with my placement here because I don't have a silk touch pick anymore, unfortunately. Or last 2, I think, and there we go. Yeah, that is significantly better. And this lighting looks pretty good too, I think, although it's still not nighttime yet. We'll have to wait it out and see just how much effect it has. Alright, night has befallen us, mobs are starting to spawn in, and I better make this quick. I'm just going to run inside and just quickly check out how this place looks. It's still kind of dark in some spots, like right here. I'd like to light that up a little bit more, but it's definitely better than before, I think. I mean, it's got to be. It's got a lot more lights in it now. Yeah, no, I guess more lights is more better, so I'm leaving it like this. There's still a couple more things I want to do with this place, though. The first of them being this place. So I want to carve out a tunnel going from here all the way out to the outside and turn this into like a window. So yeah, it's going to require a little bit of mining, but I think I know just the thing to do. And I think you know what that is. We're going to make some, let's see, TNT. Let's see how much we can make here. Seriously? We can only make 12. Well, I mean, 12 is better than no TNT, so let's start blowing some stuff up. Alright, so from here on out, I'm going to have to use the pick, because it looks like TNT might not be precise enough. Well, actually, I'll just pop down some more, because TNT is just way too fun. Nice. I want to have this be like the back entrance, so the actual pathway is only going to be a couple of blocks wide, maybe 3 blocks here. I'm just going to build this out a little bit so we can get an idea of it. So this whole vertical part is going to be the door. Probably won't be that tall, but we do definitely need to dig that way into the mountain and a little bit this way because I want to have a little like glass window here and have some foliage behind it just for looks. And we'll extend this out 2, 3, 4 blocks like this. This 4 by however long pad will be our little tiny garden in a wall, I guess. And there will be another one of these windows like that mirrored on this side is the idea. Let's put down a threshold right about here. And let's see, I'll grab some smooth quartz and lay down some flooring. I want to have a 3x3 pad at the top of the stairs right before our threshold, and then step this down one slab at a time, kind of like this. Take this out and run all the way down to there. And let's see, I'm going to need some kind of a border block to separate the elements. I'm going to try out dark oak. Let's see, do I have an axe on me? Yes. So I can probably just rip out this and replace that with a band of dark oak. Another one on the other side. And we will strip it. And a couple of finishing touches here and there. I think we could use one of these pillars. I don't think I have enough slabs for this. Yeah, we did. Never mind. And maybe some stairs. Let's see if we have the right stairs. Smooth sandstone. Yes. Just run that all the way up the side here. Maybe flip it like that. Yeah, that could work. Band of light terracotta on the ceiling and the floor. And let's see if I can get some stairs in here. Kind of like, yeah, like that. And I'll put slabs on the bottom of that and slabs on the top of this. If it works, then I won't change it. Skip a couple blocks and place another one here for a stylistic purpose or something. And yeah, now it's starting to come together. And then 2 more things before we take a step back and just see how good this place looks. I'm going to take out the floor here and replace it with grass. There we go. And for our last trick, I'm going to head all the way up here to above this whole place and look for these coordinates. Let's see. We need 110 on the X, 110, and 320, 328. I'm just not cheating there. I got my coordinates down. 328 is here. And the other coordinates, of course, are 322, 113, not in that order. That's right here. So, what are we doing here, you might ask? Well, we are installing a skylight. Because what indoor garden is complete without a skylight? Oops. Well, our skylight is pretty much installed now. Let's just take a step back and wow, that opens the place a bit up. Of course, I do want to have a wall here going all the way up. It's not going to be made out of stone, but it will be for now. So, yeah, that's going to let in a ton of light. All I need to do now is just put a window in between here and there for aesthetic purposes. But before we do that, I'm going to place, oh boy, if I can, a little bit of a separator right here, and then we'll put down our glass. But before we seal it off, I'm going to plant our plants. So we need some big. How about some bamboo, eh? Yeah, I'm just going to put down a massive amount of bamboo, and when that grows, it'll just fill up this whole place. Alright, now that it's looking pretty good, we got that window in place, we have our bamboo growing, and we have our exit to the outside, but there's one major problem. That's looking pretty ugly if I do say so. So, yeah, we're going to do some remodeling out here for sure. Let's see how bad this ends up. Ooh, perfection. There we go. And starting with our front here, I'm going to do a little bit of a patio-ish style. I'm going to run this out 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. Come on. There we go. And then we're going to fill this in with some smooth quartz. and then see what happens after that. If only I had some scaffolding, it would make this so much easier. Excellent. That is so much better. Alright, and if you've got a keen eye, you'll probably notice that our window here does not match up with the ceiling we just put in. So instead of trying to move this whole ceiling down a half block, I'm just going to cover it up with some lights. Okay, I'm going to need the scaffolding. There we go. Perfect. Amazing. There, that's looking a lot better. Let's see, a touch of stone slabs here, some terracotta there. And this is the final result. Wow, take a look at that. That friggin'... This really opens the place a lot. I mean, take a look at this. Wow. That's like, we took this corner from like, you know, 2 stone unfinished walls to this really interesting looking, I don't know what you call this, a corridor. But yeah, now we have an extra entrance. I guess you could call this the back entrance to our place. Now there's a little bit of place we could clean up a little bit. I think we could probably take this ceiling or this dirt all the way down to the ceiling there, so it'll cover up that back part. Also, this bamboo is that bamboo is about to get a little bit overgrown, but we'll figure out what to do with that at some point. But with that, I have to call it here for today. That is going to be it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions for future episodes, please leave them down in the comments below. And with that, take care. Bye-bye.